All right, we are here. It is Monday, July 25th. It is 7:12 p.m. This is a meeting of the Buildings and Utilities Committee. I am Mrs. Marshall, Chair of this committee, and this is Mr. Whitten. We are here to provide a recommendation to Council regarding authorization to the Director of Public Service and Safety to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the wastewater treatment plant aeration expansion project at a cost not to exceed $14 million. Mr. Titterington.
I just want to make sure we get some credit here. So I want to remind the committee and the council that earlier, maybe June, we did receive authorization to go to the state to initiate the financing mechanism for this project. The request at that time was to borrow up to $16 million. Just want that number to sink in because we are now asking for authorization to go out to bid for $14 million. I was told to make sure that got on the record by the awesome ladies of engineering, and we are asking that we do initiate the bidding process. It is a project that we do need, we're ready to go with. It will add up to 2.6 million gallons treatment capacity. We are, depending on the day of the week or the event that we have, at or near capacity now. And so if we want to continue to grow the community with our industrial, commercial, and residential base, for that matter, this is an important project. We are not asking for emergency legislation.
All right, I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions?
In the physical sense of what we'll see, I imagine this will be more of the holding tanks and just more of a general expansion of the treatment plant itself, but can you just maybe see what physically the public might see in an expansion of almost 2 million gallons of water, what that might look like to them? That's a little abstract to them.
That's treatment. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be sitting there all at one time.
Yeah.
And if you've gone by the plant, our hope is that the public will see very little of what is going on at the plant, knowing that the bugs and the other biology are doing their job. It is holding capacity, as you mentioned. We also have had on the capital program for the last, it's been on the 5-year plan for at least 3 years, is the second set of screw pumps. I won't get into the details of what they do. However, they do perform a very important part of the process, initial part of the process when our supplies come to the plant. The last time we replaced the last set of screw pumps 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
2016.
Oh, I just looked right past you, Ken, sorry. 2016, no, that's fine. I didn't mean to ignore you, Ken. 2016 at a cost of at least 7 figures. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was about $1 million, 800 to $1 million.
A little lower than $1 million, but
Okay.
we were estimating around $1 million.
But that was, again, 5-6 years ago, not even factoring inflation. So that is part of this larger project.
And a rough timeline for completion of the project? I mean, I know things can change.
I imagine we would hope that we would be able to get started in the fall or winter. Might be a 6 to 12 month process in that, depending on
We're
the
saying
contractors.
18
18 months,
months.
okay.
Just
Well,
because of lead time of equipment.
that's all right. That's new. That's the pandemic.
No further questions?
All right, does anyone on council have any other questions?
If I may.
Sure.
Just, I don't know whether you know the answer to this question or not. What may be way out there. But is there any possibility of reapplying for any of this money with the same organization down the line?
So we had applied to 2 different entities. We applied with the state for a grant program that they had announced under the ARPA funds. And there were at least 3 times the applications as there was money available. We had, if they were to do another grant at the state, we are told that we could have, a good possibility of getting funding. However, the legislature is on break until, they say, until after the November election. We reached out to the Ohio Department of Development, which administered the first grant. They are not aware of any additional movement to add money. So the state, we don't believe. We had a conference call with a representative of the U.S. Economic Development Agency, which was the other grant opportunity that we were looking into. They also had 6 times as many applications, and those are nationwide. And they do not believe that there will be any new release.
Okay, thank you.
We did reach out to the EDA to ask them if we bid this, does that, in a lot of the cases, if you start the process, you're automatically ineligible for any future grants. We asked if we bid, but we didn't sign a contract. Would that be a possibility? I don't believe we've gotten a firm answer from them. We're not real confident that we would, but we will continue to monitor that since this will take, several weeks of bidding and then analysis to make a final award.
Thank you.
All right. Any other council members? Any officials have any questions, comments? Anyone else in the audience? All right. How would you like to proceed?
We should move forward.
All right, then we will move forward with that recommendation. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay.